Good greetings, drivers, and welcome to our first virtual safety meeting. We're going to be pushing them out through the website, maybe 2 a month or 3 a month as needed. Just so you know, this will be signing in through your White Mountain Trucking app on your Samsara tablet. Once you sign in, you'll go to the driver portal. You'll enter in the user ID and your password that was given to you by Elizabeth, and then you'll be able to view this. At the end of every one of the safety briefs we do, you will be required to take a test. You have to get 100% on the test in order to pass it. So pay attention. It's the only way we can gauge if people are actually paying attention to it. So let's move into the first thing we have in this safety brief is the safety meeting, or the safety contest for this year. First place will be receiving $15,000 cash. Second place, a 2021 Can-Am 450 Outlander 4x4 quad. And then third place, a 2021 KO Sport Quad. In addition to the safety contest, you will also be eligible for the bonuses below every 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks, you guys can get some extra money. If you average 6.2 miles per gallon or greater, you'll receive a 3 cents a mile increase in your pay for that week, or for that. And then you have 4 weeks truck inspections, you get $50. So there's great ways to earn extra money here. With the safety contest, there are rules. It starts March 15th and goes until December 12th. So it's a 40-week period. Points are given out. Average weekly mile per gallon 6.2 or higher, you're going to get 25 points weekly. Weekly in-shop inspections, you get 25 points. Then weekly mileage ran. If you get over 3,000 miles, you're going to get 100 points. 2,500 will give you 75 points. 2,300 will give you 50, and 2,000 will give you 25. Clean DOT inspections. We do not want you actively seeking these out. If we get too many more, it's going to put us into a pickle. But if you are pulled in, one every 12 weeks is the only way you can get points. So if you get 3 in 3 weeks, you're only going to get the points off one of them. So level 1 inspection will get you 50 points. The level 2, now you can get those as you receive them. So if they pull you in every 2 weeks and you get a level 2, you're going to get 30 points. Level 3s are 20 points. And then using your Samsara to upload your bills of lading clearly and turning the original paper, the originals in on time, you're going to gain 25 points. If you have no log violations, there's also 25 points. Log violations on your ELD are not using PC incorrectly. It's also not going over on your hours. It's also certifying your logs every day and doing your pre and post trip inspection. Dependability with dispatch is given out 25 points a week. No harsh driving events that cause a camera incident to record, that'll be 25 points. And then your Samsara driver ranking, 1 through 100, depending on your ranking, you'll get that many points weekly. As with everything, there are some deductions. So point deductions are safety event. If it's an extreme one, we'll deduct 50 points. If it's a small one, it'll be 10 points. At-fault accidents are a minus 300 points. If you get a speeding ticket, it's minus 150 points. Using your cell phone while operating the commercial motor vehicle, 150 points. And all other safety tickets are 75 points minus. Any DOT violations that are out of service is 100 points. Non-out of service violations are negative 20. Shop inspections, if you have no inspections for 4 consecutive weeks, it's negative 100 points. Remember, if you're out and you're not around our shop, you call Scott and Scott will set it up for you to go in wherever you are to get a inspection done on your truck. So it's totally doable to not get that 100 points deducted. Cargo damage due to your error, if it costs $1,000 or more, it's minus 300 points. Any equipment damage between $500 and $1,000 is minus 100 points. And equipment damage over $1,000 is minus 300 points. So, with that said, good luck to everybody on the safety contest. I truly hope you guys all push hard to win. I know I would. That $15,000 would surely come in handy right around Christmas. So we're going to go over logging into your Samsara. A lot of guys forget this. This will also go along with logging into your Samsara driver coaching app. It's the white app. If you do not have that, you're probably not watching this safety brief. So our company ID is capitalized WMT. Then you're going to put in your last name and the first initial of your first name. So if my name was John Smith, I would put in Smith J, and it's all lowercase. For your password, it's going to be the first initial of your first name and the last 4 numbers of your social security card. So if my name was John Smith, then I would put J and then the last 4 numbers of my social. You'll notice on this sign-in screen you have the ELD in-cab materials. So if you're ever pulled over by law enforcement or brought into a scale, then you can, and they ask you for your ELD in-cab materials, you can access it here. This is only one of 2 places that's inside your ELD for an electronic copy. Only certify the log after you have ensured that it is correct. And then I would suggest that if you are certifying your logs, I would wait till the following day and go back a day and certify that last log. If once a log has been certified, you as a driver will not be able to edify any certified logs. Once you get in, you're going to need to select your vehicle. Once you touch the vehicle selection, you can type it in the screen, but wait till it appears below and touch that one. The same thing goes with your trailers. And then with your shipping ID, we want you to put in your White Mountain Trucking ID. Once you're logged in, you'll see the screen to the right of the login of the assignments. It says my name and it also shows my duty status. If my vehicle was selected, my trailer and my shipping IDs, it would be just down below my duty status. And then I have my 6 tiles there that I can go through. If when you're logging in, it comes up and says you have unassigned driving. If you're out and about and it gives you that, that's yours. And Elizabeth is now going through that each and every day, making sure all those are accepted. Because during an audit, they'll come in and that's one of the first things they ask us to produce is our unassigned driving time for the entire fleet. All the unassigned driving time we can be fined for. All fines for FMCSA start at $800 a piece minimum and go up, and that's each occurrence. So it's imperative you guys take your unassigned driving time. If it was done here in the yard while you were off and at home, then go ahead and reject it. We can see where this driving occurred, so once we see that you've rejected it, we will assign it to the shop. So here we'll go into where it's asking you to select the vehicle. You select the vehicle in the search box. The vehicle will populate down below, and that's where we want you to touch. Once you do that, you're going to hit done. The next thing you're going to do is, again, add your trailer. You can type in either WMT 1234 or whatever your trailer number is, or it'll populate an entire group of them and you can scroll through it. Remember to touch the trailer ID below the search box to select it. Then you need to put your current shipping ID number in your log. Once you're done with this, touch the done button at the bottom of the screen. In the settings gear at the top, you will find several helpful items there. Once you touch that gearbox, it takes you into the settings screen, which is the middle screen here. And you can find the theme that lets you change the brightness of your screen, the version. When you call Samsara, they're going to ask you what version you are running, and this is how you find it. So some of the other things where it says help, inside the help tab you're going to find different things like why does my duty status change automatically, or different things like this. Also inside the help screen, which was recently added, is a second area where you will find your ELD in-cab materials. So there's your second spot. If you have a different question to ask and it's not covered in here, you can tap that I have a different question, you can type it in, and Samsara will send you a message back answering your question. So here it shows that the ELD in-cab material. So it says English is one you're going to normally touch, and then the DOT tab, which covers the English and French. Not that we're going to use a lot of French. So you can access it right here. So you're going to go to your settings wheel in the top right corner. You're going to go to help and driver app manual, and then it's going to bring it up. There are messages that you will receive from us here in the office. Those will appear in your envelope up here. Tap it. They will be, you have the option to have them auto read to you, or you can read it yourself. If there's any special instructions coming from dispatch, they'll appear here. So be conscious of what's appearing there. We'll do some load securement. Tier load securement seems to be an issue. People aren't doing the proper tiers. So the law is on the right side of the screen. This is printed right out of the FMCSA regulations. One of the biggest things here is most of these straps are missing edge protection. I think we're very giving with all of our equipment, so if you need edge protection, please get it. If it's cutting your straps, then you're going to lose all the way around. So if there's 3 tiers, the middle and top bundles must be secured by tie downs, just like you would if you were going over the top. So if you have one going over the top, one needs to go through the middle. And remember, those need to be placed every 2 feet, or 10 feet, excuse me. And then remember, you have to have your penalty strap. Penalty strap through the middle and a penalty strap over the top. If there's more than 3 tiers, then you're going to go up to the middle, you're going to go through, and then over the top. If there's an odd number like 7, you would go up 4 tiers, and that's your middle. If you had 9 tiers, then you're going to go up 5 tiers, and that's your middle. So take a moment, read through the law. If you have any questions, we can address this again. You guys can always take pictures of your loads and send them to me if you have any questions, and I will gladly critique and praise when you've done a great job. So most of you guys do a fantastic job, and we appreciate it. The coils, eye to the sky. We need you to use the J-hook in the front, and you want to pull back at about a 45-degree angle. Then you want 2 securement devices, and they need to crisscross all the way back. So this one, the person did chain through the J-hook, 2 chains over the top, and then they added an extra strap. We'll never ding you for going the extra mile. But the coils have to touch each other. If they're not touching each other, then you got to secure each coil like it's the front coil. Here in the back, White Mountain policy is to use a J-hook in the back, pull it a 45-degree angle, and use 2 cross straps. Again, this person did 3 on the back also. So we applaud them for their effort to stay alive. We're going to be we're sending 3 people to become certified instructors for the Smith system of driving. When practicing, when going through your driving, just remember, you guys are all professional drivers and you have a license to show it. So, the thing that you cannot control are the people around you. You have 0 control of those that drive around you and your truck. So even if you're following all the proper guidelines for safety, other drivers on the road with you may not be. Knowing these driving safety facts can help you avoid irresponsible drivers on the road. So we're going to be learning and applying the 5 Smith keys. One of the 3 instructors will be riding with each of you for a short duration around here and giving you instruction after you sit through the classroom portion of it. So it says, what are the Smith 5 keys? There's really 3 important things that you got to remember while you're driving. Number 1 is space to maneuver your vehicle away from any conflict. So you always have to be looking, where's my escape route? Where am I going to go if something bad happens in front of me? Your visibility to detect danger and the potential for conflict with another vehicle or fixed object as early as you can. You should be looking forward about 15 vehicles in front of you. And scanning, always check your mirrors, right and left. Look, 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 and then you can see these potential hazards. So long as you have space to maneuver, you get around them. And by looking out far enough, you're going to have time to react to any volatile or complex driving environments. So one of the keys is aiming high in your steering. Our eyes are designed to work for us at walking speeds. Nobody walks 75 miles an hour. So you've got to really adjust your eyes. The average person hasn't adjusted visually or mentally to the higher speed of motor vehicles. Look ahead at least 15 seconds into your future. And then 15-second eye lead time provides advanced warning and gives you additional margin of safety. Use improved eye lead time for more efficient and economical driving. It'll allow you to not have the hard braking events. You can ease into the brake and then ease back onto the throttle. Number 2, get the big picture. While scanning ahead, do not forget the sides and the rear. Always look around. You always want to scan your mirrors. Constantly update the information that you're seeing in your mind. This goes right back to distracted driving. Are you talking on the phone? Are you texting? Are you looking at your phone? What are you doing? Check at least one of your mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. Try not to focus your attention on insignificant things. Stay alert to the relevant information that can assist you in making well-informed decisions. What are the cars doing around me? What are the cars doing ahead of me? What's traffic doing? Are they slowing down up there? If they are, right then's the time to start your slow. Eliminate visual barriers by establishing your proper following distance. If you have a big box truck in front of you, you're basically looking at the back of that box truck. So try to either gain more distance in between you. And I know it's rough, especially in congested city traffic. When you give them a little bit, they'll take a whole bunch, the cars will jump in, but at least you won't be having any accidents. And so just keep your distance so you can see everything. Keep your eyes moving. Focusing on any one object too long diminishes your peripheral vision. That's the vision you see out of the corner of your eyes, guys. Scan all your intersections before entering them. How many people run red lights? Keep your eyes moving every 2 seconds. Eye activity stimulates the brain. It'll keep you awake. It'll make you not be as fatigued as you could by just staring and through the windshield. Avoid distractions in your vehicle, and keep your thinking on what you're doing, which is driving. Recognize and avoid drivers who seem distracted. Leave yourself an out. Once again, it goes back to one of the first things, scan around and find your escape route. Safest position in traffic is with few or no vehicles around you. That's kind of hard when you're in the big cities. When possible, surround your vehicle with space. Choose the proper lane and adjust your speed accordingly to maintain your space cushion. If you lose part of your cushion, work to keep at least the front side and one other side open. Avoid tailgaters. When one is present, the collision potential is high. Then make sure they see you. I mean, you're in a big truck, big trailer, a lot of times big loads. But people still do not want to be behind a big truck, so they're always racing to get around you. Detect the presence of potential danger early. Send your warning signal as soon as you think they will be able to recognize it. Not too soon or not too late, so blowing your horn or flashing your lights, something like that. Seek eye contact by using the warning device on your vehicle. If somebody's coming over and they're trying to get into your lane and you start honking your horn and flashing your lights, make sure that they see you and that they react to what you're doing. Don't take your eye contact for granted. Be sure your warnings are heeded by they need to change their direction. And then eye contact is valuable, but it's no guarantee against the unexpected. All right, that's how short this one's going to be. We appreciate you guys watching. There will be a test here shortly. Please take it. Again, you got to have 100%. Thank you all who participate.